One of my best memories of my dad is how he took such great care of my mom. They'd been married for over 50 years, and my mom developed Alzheimer's. My dad was so devoted to her, he was adamant that she not go to a home, that she stay in their home, and that he take care of her the whole time. And he did, until the day she died. He was with her, he took care of her, he was so patient, he was so loving, he protected her. It takes a special man to do that, and he devoted his whole life to her. When she passed, he went back to advocating for World War II, and his mission was that the memory never be forgotten, and he did that. But while she was ill, all those years, he just dedicated his whole life to her.
Pop Pop was one of the nicest human beings I've met in my entire life. Everything he did with love. He was always ready to help others. The memory I have of Pop Pop, one of them, and there are a billion, but I got a camera one Christmas, and during the summertime, I had used that camera. It was brand new practically, and I put the strap around my neck, and that was connected to the camera. Well, the strap wasn't attached properly, and the camera fell off of my neck, and it crashed to the floor. I was outside, so it crashed to the cement, and it broke. I was so upset that it broke, and I blamed everybody, and I got mad at Pop Pop because I didn't think he put it together right, but he really did. It was my fault that it broke. And he was so kind. He didn't get mad. He didn't yell at me. He just says, "Don't worry, Susan, we'll fix it. Come on over here." And we sat down on the back step, and he fixed it for me. That's just one example of how Pop Pop was.
One of my very favorite memories of Peter J. Fanicone, who was my Pop Pop, was years ago when the entire family used to go down to North Carolina for family vacation. As a whole, every year, that week that we spent there was such a positive and loving and absolutely fun and fantastic time, and I made some of my favorite memories with my family there. And more specifically, one of my favorite memories with my Pop Pop and his wife, my grandmother, was I had to have been around 5 or 6 years old, and we would run in the morning, and we would jump on their bed and wake them up, and it was beautifully sunny out, and we would hop on the bed and wake them up in the mornings, and they were always so happy to see us. And me and my cousin Brian would jump on that bed like there was no tomorrow, like everything was right in the world. And my Pop Pop and my Grammy would stand on both sides of the bed to protect us, to make sure we didn't fall off. And I think that is one of my most favorite memories because I think it embodies everything that my Pop Pop did for me throughout my life. He was always supportive of me living my best life and me being positive and seeing the good in everything, but he was always there to protect me and support me at the end of the day, and I will always hold that memory close to my heart because it brings me so much joy. So that is my favorite memory of my Pop Pop.
Memory is something that comes into your head when you think of one topic. So I start thinking everything Dad, and bam, the smell of Men's aftershave skin bracer pops into my head because that's what Daddy always smelled like when I was growing up. And he used to put me on the counter in the bathroom next to the sink where he would shave, and I used to feel special because I got to sit there and watch him shave. And then I loved when we played Tigers. That was literally Dad on his hands and knees in the living room chasing around a much younger version of me while I was trying to escape his ferocious roars. Okay, so that's more than one memory, but these are all really good memories and they make me happy.